everybody, and welcome to the Positively Disney Phone-In Podcast. This is our 26th episode, and I'm glad you could join us tonight or this afternoon, wherever time zone you're in. I want to welcome my Twitch followers and my Disney Facebook followers. Thanks again for joining me. I hope you guys had a great weekend. It has been sunny and hot here in Seattle. It's still sunny and hot, going to be that way all week. So I'm absolutely thrilled to death about that. And I had an absolutely wonderful Mother's Day. And I hope you mothers all out there had a great time as well. Something that I was wanting to do for so long, and we got to do this yesterday for Mother's Day. I finally actually got to see again, I should say, is one of my favorite animations. And it's one of my favorites for a variety of reasons, actually. Steeped in a lot of history and New Orleans and just the whole concept of what we used to grow up with, the whole the Princess and the Frog, with the bit of the twist on it for sure. But of course, I'm talking about Disney's Princess and the Frog that actually came out in 2009. It's hard to believe that it came out that long ago now. And before I go on, I'm going to say hello to Beth and Daniel and my husband, Jacques, who's joined us. So I was very, very fortunate last summer. I was actually in New Orleans, and there's a few people that have that I know that live there or have that considered home, and it's a very, very unique city for sure, full of music. The music is absolutely phenomenal. Everything they say about New Orleans music is absolutely true. The different foods that they offer, the Cajun foods, and the whole thing of it. And one of the people that calls that his hometown is a friend of mine, Mike Preza. He is a Disney animator, and he is known for creating Darkwing Duck, working on DuckTales, and creating the Little Mermaid Ariel, of course. And he actually was at the Sager Theater many years ago to see Sleeping Beauty, and was so taken with the colors of that film that it really made such an impression, and it actually affected his career choice as a Disney animator and concept artist. So for us to go to New Orleans was a real treat. Of course, we were dancing there at the time, so we wanted to check out a few things. And I did mention on a podcast, I think it was like last year, we had actually gone to the restaurant that Tiana's place and the whole Princess of the Frog is kind of derived from. So Leah Chase, it's a lovely, I think she's like, 95 years old now, 94 years old now, still runs the kitchen, sits there at 7 a.m, has served different presidents, and she's absolutely the most charming, young, hearted woman you'll ever meet. And actually, Disney folks got together with her and just chatted with her to kind of get a little bit of a feeling for her life. So Tiana is based on Leah Chase's life. And we were very fortunate to go to the restaurant, Dookie Chase Restaurant. And of course, you see all these photos with her and these dignitaries, and it's got the best fried chicken I've ever had in my life. So of course, I bought a cookbook that had the fried chicken recipe in it. And Leah was so lovely to have us in the back at her kitchen. We chatted for about 45 minutes, an hour, and the boys actually danced in the kitchen for her because she loves music and is a real supporter of the fine arts. And you could not only buy the music part of it, but also the paintings and the artists and that she helped support. You will find those in her restaurant. At any rate, our New Orleans trip was not only fascinating for the history and the music and the food, it was also very interesting that we could go to the bayou, and Disney got their inspiration for the scenery, of course, on the bayou. So we'd see the real life scenes that you could actually see in the movie itself. It was really fun. It was really neat to revisit that last night. Another thing that is very famous, and I hope I say this right, the beignets, which are these square donuts, and I swear they're like swimming in powdered sugar. You get a little paper bag, and the bag is half full of powdered sugar, and these donuts are in it. And I'll tell you, they are not like any little donut I've ever had in my life. They're very special and really lovely. So if you are ever that way, try to stop in at New Orleans, try the beignets. And it was just, yeah, I just loved everything about it, and I was really happy that I could see the movie again last night. Just want to I did. Beth says I did say it right. Yay. Okay. Want to also welcome Heather and Mike and Clint and Stan, and Gemma also has joined us. Stan Solo says even my hair had powdered sugar in it, and I had a hat on. Yeah, it's amazing. They just load on the sugar. It's quite amazing. So amongst my travels, I have, of course, been able to visit Disneyland Paris and Disneyland, of course, and Walt Disney World. And as most of you know, I do frequent Walt Disney World. And something I wanted to share with you that I thought was really, really neat was that they are bringing 4 Club 33s to Walt Disney World. I'm sure some of you have heard about that. And Disneyland has Club 33 in there. That is an exclusive club that you have to, of course, be a member with. And as your membership, you are allowed to invite certain people there. I would love to go there sometime. I will get there sometime, not too sure when. But Club 33 at Walt Disney World is actually going to be in each of the parks. And it was kind of amazing to find out that the down payment to belong to a Club 33, and it's only by invitation right now at Walt Disney World, was $25,000, and then the annual fees were $15,000, and I think it afforded you several annual passes in there, and the whole thing. It doesn't, I believe, include the price of your food or whatnot. And I did see a young couple, their cast members at Walt Disney World, made it in to Club 33 on their honeymoon at Disneyland. They went to Disneyland on their honeymoon. So there's never enough Disney for these diehards, and as a cast member as well. They had such a wonderful time and shared a lot of their photos online. I want to just say a quick welcome to Diane and Julie and Nancy as well. Stan said, I heard from a cast member that the Epcot one is already open. Not sure if she knew what she was talking about, though, because I haven't heard that anywhere else. Yeah, I don't know if they're open at all, but I know there's some activity renovations, of course, in the various parks preparing for the Club 33. And tonight on the show, I actually am going to be calling a person that had just spent some time at Club 33. And I just need, my son is my right-hand man. He's my tech guy. He's got to fix something up here for me and close a tab so that I can see all of the comments. Want to welcome Donna Joe as well, has just joined us as well. So let's see, Stan, that's what I figured. But now okay. So Beth on here says only Hollywood Studios is open. And I think she said, it's above the Brown Derby. Okay, so the next time I'm in Hollywood Studios, which will actually be the 28th of June. I can't wait. I can already say that. I wanted to check it out. You cannot go in to Club 33. But I'm definitely going to be talking to Donna here right away. We're going to get her on the phone and check it out, because that is, I don't really have a bucket list, but if I did have a bucket list, that would be on my bucket list. I just think it would be really, really cool, and would like to have a party. I don't know how many people Club 33 seats. I do hear that if you go in there on certain times of the day, you practically have the place to yourself. And if you are a member at Club 33 in Walt Disney World, it doesn't give you the same privileges at Disneyland, unfortunately. But anyways, I want to welcome also Heather and Nancy, my friend Nancy, who lives in Arizona. I wanted to meet up with her. Justin also just joined. And so here I'm going to get Donna on the line, who just spent a big birthday there. Not hers, though. It was somebody else's birthday. So we'll get Donna on the line here. Yeah. Okay. We're just working on Donna, getting her on the line here to chat with us about Club 33. I don't know if any of you have been there. If you have, let me know. I'd like to ask you about that. Carolyn, welcome to the show tonight. So I'm trying to think that what makes Club 33 so special. And I think as soon as we get on the line here, we will soon find out what makes that place so special. Besides, hello, is Donna there, please?
Yes, hold on just a moment.
Oh, I think something that is really unique is, of course, you get to see some VIPs if you happen to be there at the same time. But I imagine the food is pretty special there as well. So Carolyn, True North Strong, you must be in Canada. Carolyn, are you in somewhere in Canada where Stan is? I'm actually originally from Canada, so that's why I was kind of surmising that you were from there as well. And what part of Canada are you from, Carolyn? That's interesting. Your last name is the same as my sister's. I also want to welcome my Twitch TV folks. And if you do want to call in, the number to call tonight is 844-483-4763. That's 844-483-4763. Oh, Beth says free food, free food. She wishes she could be there. Oh, yes, I do too. All right. So do we have Donna on the line yet?
Not yet.
Oh, hey, Donna. Welcome to the show. I wasn't too sure if you were there yet or not. Oh, gosh.
I am here. Hi, how are you, Kim?
I'm good. Are you guys getting a heat wave like we are? Well, it's probably always warm down in California, isn't it?
Oh, last week it was 90, and then it dropped to 58, and now today we've got a lovely 74. So we're all over the place.
Yeah, we were all over the place too last week, but we're in for a real hot one, and I think I've got to get the air conditioning turned on. Anyways, thank you for joining us, and I just wanted you to share with us your recent experience at Club 33. First of all, how did you get into Club 33?
Well, I have a friend who knows a member.
Oh, okay.
and he wanted to celebrate his birthday there, so they made it possible, and he was gracious enough to invite me as one of his guests.
Nice.
And I said, gosh, you know what? My mom is going to be 70 in June. Can I invite her too?
Oh, wonderful.
So it was like a double celebration.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. And so what was your first impression walking in there? And
years ago they used to have the Court of Angels open to everyone, which is that lovely blue staircase.
Yes.
And my kids and I would always take pictures on there. It was so lovely. Well, during the renovation they closed that all off and made it into the reception area for Club 33.
Okay.
And it's quite exciting, when they open the door for you and you walk in and people are looking like, ooh, 2 a day.
Oh.
So that's kind of exciting.
Yeah. So they because that is usually for the special guests in the park and like I guess celebrities and things like that.
Yeah, Walt made Club 33 to entertain dignitaries, celebrities, royalty.
Wow.
And it is a private club, and it's about 25,000 to sign up.
Okay.
And then it's about 15,000 a year to keep your membership. But one of the gentlemen, he signed us in, so we didn't have to pay an admission fee to get into the park.
Oh. Okay.
And then yeah, so it's all included. It's very, very nice. But we did have to pay for our lunch.
Okay.
But we got in, and the lovely hostess offered us cool water in some cut crystal highball glasses.
Wow.
And then we were left to our own devices for about 10 minutes, and we just took pictures everywhere. We took pictures on the stairs and of all the beautiful flowers and the architecture. It's just really beautiful. Disney details.
Right. Yeah. How many guests can a member bring in, Donna?
Ooh.
Well, how many were in your party? I'm pretty sure there's probably max.
There were 6 of us.
6 of you.
And I don't think you can bring in too many more than that.
Okay.
So it was just small. We took up one big table, and we had a late reservation, a late lunch. We had like 1:45 reservation.
Okay.
And when we arrived into the dining room, there's about 4 other tables that were occupied, but within 10 minutes, we were the only ones in the entire place.
Oh my goodness.
So it was like having a private party in Club 33. It was just wonderful.
Wow. I don't know how many members belong to Club 33, plus then you're of course entertaining celebrities and dignitaries and things like that.
Yeah.
But is there a maximum number of times that you can use the Club 33 in a year?
I would assume so, because I know that the waiting list was cut off at 5 years. So they're not accepting any more people on the wait list. And it just takes forever. I believe someone told me that someone put his name in when he was 16 years old, and then he got the call when he was about 34.
Holy cow. Wow.
So it's quite a wait, yes.
That's amazing. And so do you put a deposit down when your name goes in?
You know what? I'm not quite sure about that. Okay.
I was curious to know about that. Wow.
Just because I don't think it costs anything to put your name down.
Okay.
But they cut off the list. So you're not able to put your name in anymore.
Right, because I would imagine that they would have to have a cap on that, because it would be a real pain if you're paying all that money to go to such a place and not be able to get in when you wanted to, right?
Exactly. Yeah, you'll never be able to get a reservation, and then what's the point of having your membership? So,
exactly.
Yeah, definitely.
How many people does it occupy? How many can they seat in there?
It's a very intimate space. Let me see. I would say there's maybe 20 to 25 tables.
Okay.
So not very many.
No.
Like I said, we were the only ones in there, so it was really
hard to tell. But what a neat experience, so Donna, to be able to be in Club 33, where Walt was, where a lot of celebrities, where a lot of dignitaries walked, right?
Yes, exactly. Yes. I've seen celebrities go inside, and you're like, ooh.
Yeah. What kinds of things did you see in there? Like what that made it a unique dining experience?
Well, when you first go up the stairs, since the renovation, it's done in a neoclassical, like pre-Art Deco style.
Okay.
And up at the top of the stairs, there's a double glass door with some beautiful neoclassical etchings inside. And then at that acts as the doormat is a Club 33 mosaic.
Oh.
And it's beautiful. And then you walk into this reception area that has a grandfather clock and all these beautiful windows that you can look all different directions, like down into New Orleans Square, off to the New Orleans Square train station, off towards Cafe Orleans, into the Court of Angels. It just has this view all over the place. It's beautiful.
Nice.
And then you walk down this hallway that it has all these hand-painted murals and beautiful French chandeliers hanging from the ceilings.
Wow.
And floor-to-ceiling windows. It's just stunning, just really gorgeous. And the carpeting is all custom-made and done in like a French neoclassical style, and there's beautiful moldings on the walls, and it was light filled and just magical.
Wow.
And there are lots of mahogany in the main dining room with floor to ceiling light blue brocade draperies.
Wow.
And a giant picture window that you could look out onto the rivers of America and watch the Mark Twain go by.
Oh my goodness. That is, that's so neat that they have the floor to ceiling windows so that you can see out, because I would imagine with the architecture and decor inside, you might not think you're in Disney still, right? Until you look out the windows.
You know what? You cannot hear anybody downstairs. You cannot hear the crowd outside at all.
Wow.
It's quiet and serene, and you can go out onto the balcony anytime and to take pictures, and it was just really lovely.
Gosh. Did they have any, this sounds maybe silly, but did they have anything Disney-ish in the restaurant? Any little Mickeys or hidden Mickeys?
Well, you know what? I didn't look for hidden Mickeys. I was just so in awe of everything and enjoying my meal.
Okay.
They did have like a couple curio cabinets filled with Club 33 only exclusive souvenirs that you could buy there. Oh. And even some of those were only members only could buy.
So what kind of souvenirs were there, Donna?
I bought a Mickey hat, my Mickey ears, that has the Club 33 insignia on it. I have an adorable stuffed Donald Duck that has the Club 33 insignia embroidered on the bottom of one of his flippers.
Wow. Yeah.
I got a couple beautiful Christmas ornaments. I always seem to collect Christmas ornaments from wherever I seem to travel, and they had two of them. One was at the original green entrance that was right next to the Blue Bayou. It's the door, so it's the front of the door and the back of the door. Okay. And then the other one was, it looks like it's part of the balcony. So you have the beautiful green filigree balcony, and then you flip it over, and it's a table for two. Overlooking everything, and it has the curtains and the table and chairs and china. And it's just beautiful.
Oh my goodness. So when you were in there, before you went in there, I mean, there is a dress code obviously, but did they tell you about it, or did you just knew to dress up a little bit?
The dress code kind of varies. You can do either park wear, or you can, dress up if you're there for an occasion and you want to be special. Okay. But there really isn't a type of dress code there.
Not there. Okay.
No.
That's interesting. I was wondering, so you guys had lunch. Do they serve breakfast as well there? Because of course they'd serve dinners, but do they?
I believe they only have lunch and dinner.
Oh, lunch and dinner. Okay, that makes sense. So now tell me, what did you have for lunch?
Well, it's a 4-course meal.
Okay.
And for my first course, I chose to have the cheese platter. Which had 3 different kinds of cheeses. It had a fresh honeycomb with a sprig of thyme on top. It had dried raisins on the vine and a kumquat chutney. And then I had like a gorgonzola, a brie, and another cheese. I couldn't quite remember what it was. And so I kind of tried all different kind of combinations on my baguette, and it was just lovely.
Oh, gosh. Okay. So that was what number 1.
That's first course. And then it was either you could choose soup or salad.
Okay.
And I ordered this soup, and it was a potato leek with duck confit. And when they bring it to your table and place it in front of you, it's just the duck confit, the potatoes, and the leek, and then they pour the broth into the bowl in front of you out of a little glass jar.
Oh,
so
wow.
It's a lovely presentation, and it was delicious. It was really, really wonderful.
Wow.
And from my entree, I got my mom got the quail for her first course, and she loved it, but she felt guilty because she has a little family of quails that live outside her window, and she felt a little guilty.
Yeah.
But she said they were delicious.
Oh, dear. So hopefully she won't have any other ideas about quail.
Exactly.
In her neighborhood. Oh, dear.
Like, oh, look at that, a family of quails.
Oh, yeah. Well, now she knows how they taste.
Exactly.
Oh, and you had, what did you have for your third?
My entree, I had a filet mignon, and they also had sea bass, and oh my gosh, I can't remember what everyone had, but everything was just fabulous. And for dessert, my mom had the chocolate hazelnut galette chocolate cake.
Wow.
And I had profiteroles, which is like a chocolate cream puff ice cream with hot chocolate ganache poured on top with whipped cream and sliced almonds.
Oh my
goodness. It was lovely. And we were there for 3 hours.
3 hours. Oh, wow.
3 hours. And because we were the only ones there, and our lovely server, she has been there since 1972. She's one of the senior servers there. She's been there the longest out of anyone there. And she says, you know what, since you're the only one here, I'm going to hold off on your entree. So she really made our experience so special and let us really savor and enjoy where we were. We didn't feel rushed.
Nice. And
it was just really special.
That is really neat. And so do you know what room you were in? Are there's different rooms, I guess, in Club 33 that you can dine in? Did you have
the main dining room is where everybody goes to eat their dinner, but there is a bar area, but you have to have a member with you. And since we did not have a member, we weren't allowed into the bar area.
Oh, okay. So this was, the friend of a friend was the member. And
yes.
Okay. So Le Salon Nouveau or Le Grand Salon, I'm getting on my feed here, is the name of the salon or the place you ate at. That is so lovely. You guys probably didn't want to leave.
No, we kept hanging out, and the wait staff came out with the chef, and they were going over all the specials for the evening. And we're like, we better leave because they're getting ready for dinner. So yeah, we felt we took up enough of their hospitality. It was lovely.
Nice. Now, so it was your friend's birthday. So did they have a cake for him? Did they do a special kind of cake or?
When we arrived, there was a little card that was tied with a ribbon, and all of the staff signed a birthday card for him.
Oh, isn't that nice? Oh my goodness.
So that was lovely.
So now I've got the magical question. How much? You know what it's going to be, right?
Yeah.
How much would that lunch have cost you and your mom?
We paid with including tip.
Yeah,
it was $120.
Well, that's not too bad, actually. That's for where you are and what you had. That's actually a lot more reasonable than I thought it was going to be, actually.
Yes. We agreed. We got into Disneyland, and we had a lovely meal, and I thought it was a bargain.
That is really nice. And I'm thinking that, so if you are going to dine at Club 33 like anywhere else, unless you're a celebrity or whatever, you still need to have your ticket usually, right? Is that right? Or is this a special when you go?
Well, I think when you are a member, you are able to sign in people to Disneyland for free.
Okay.
And that is what happened with us.
Well, that's a good deal. That $120, was that for the two of you or was that for each of you?
Each of us.
Oh, each of you. Oh gosh, here I'm thinking. Okay, that's all right. So here I'm thinking, wow, $120 for two of you. That's not bad at all, for a place.
Yeah.
120 each for lunch.
We got into Disneyland for free, which costs even more than that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. If you're gonna, for sure, because a $120 lunch by itself is quite pricey, I would think. But it is the bargain, the best bargain. Well, there's more than one great thing about it. You were at Club 33, and you get a ticket. So did you guys end up going out to the? I know your mom's in her 70s. So did you guys do some stuff in the park after, or how did the rest of the party go?
Oh yeah, we went on rides and. My friend, he went on the Haunted Mansion and got stuck, I believe, for about 20 minutes, but they were right in front of the ballroom, so they had a really good time.
Cool. I guess if you're going to get stuck, that's a great place to get stuck at.
Yeah.
Oh, my word.
They were noticing things that they hadn't noticed before because they could sit and really look at everything. So it was lovely.
Yeah, I know. You go through there so quickly, for sure. That's really neat. Oh, my goodness.
And I know also with Club 33 members, I believe that they are also able to sit in reserved chairs in front of Sleeping Beauty's castle to watch the fireworks.
Oh, wow. Nice.
So that's a really nice perk.
Yes, the whole thing. It sounds like just such a great opportunity, Donna, really. I mean,
it was.
It
waited 53 years for that.
53 I know that years ago my husband said, we should put our name in. I said, that's it. I don't, that's a long time to wait, and now that I am how old I am, I just think I will never get in there, I'll never get in there, but I just really would love to get in there. And I'm going to ask the cast members that had gone on their honeymoon to Disneyland how they got in there, because it is who you know, and but it also is timing too, because they can't just go in whenever they want, right? They would have to.
They have to make reservations, and
gosh.
We thought we were going to go in June, but I guess this reservation opened up, so we could go a little bit earlier.
Okay, so I'm wondering, they're probably booked for years in advance, I would think. In some regards, I don't know.
A couple months, I would think.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Well, and then I'm thinking that a $25,000 deposit and a $15,000 annual fee. Is there
15,
15 is the I'm thinking, and anybody can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm thinking that if there's no time limit on how long you can have your membership, is there? Like, it's not.
No, as long as you keep paying the annual fee.
Right.
So
and I mean, if it's capped, then the only way that you could get in there is if somebody gave up their membership, I guess.
Yes.
I would think.
And then they go to the wait list and offer it to them.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. That must be quite an honor for the cast members to be a part of the Club 33, I'm thinking.
Yeah, and everyone the wait staff and the hostesses and our server, they were all just wonderful, very attentive, and the girls were very sweet when we were shopping the curio cabinet and getting all of our stuff for us. And my Donald Duck and all my stuff didn't fit into one of the beautiful Club 33 bags that had to go into a plastic bag. But then she also included the Club 33 bag for me. So
what was the Club 33 bag like? What was that bag like?
It's a navy blue and embossed in gold with the insignia with Club 33 spelled out on it. Wow. With the gold ropes, and just beautiful.
Nice. Oh my goodness. What did your mom think about it all?
Oh, she was in heaven. She just absolutely loved it. She felt very honored and very special that, we all got to celebrate. And that it was such a fabulous meal, and she was happy for me because she knew that, that was a big bucket list for me.
Yeah.
So we just all had a wonderful time. The company was wonderful, and yeah.
That's so nice,
experience.
Donna. Gosh, I'm so happy for you because you definitely have. I know I've seen some of your opportunities that you've had, and I also saw recently your daughter's graduation photos that you had done in the park.
It just so happened that this happened the day after we did my daughter's graduation, her senior pictures at the park. And we were there for 4 hours with a professional photographer, and she got to change into 3 different outfits and a couple different hairstyles. And we went to both parks. And so, yeah, that was fabulous. So I was very tired.
Yeah, I bet.
After 2 days in the park.
So I'm curious, and I know Beth is a huge. There's Beth Brooks is on. I'm looking at her comments, and her daughter actually works at Magic Kingdom. But I'm wondering for you, Donna. So did you have your own photographer, or did you use a photographer from the park?
I hired a outside photographer, and they do a lot of photography for Disney events.
All right.
So they are known throughout the park. So, like when we wanted to go get a picture of the Lily Bell, they were happy to let us go over to the Lily Bell and take photos.
Nice.
So they just mentioned, the photography studio, and so everyone was very gracious, and we just were very discreet. We didn't, try to block anybody or, anything like that.
Right.
And it just worked out really, really well.
That is so neat. The thing is that I don't know, but I would think that there would be a lot of graduation photos in Disneyland because Disneyland is in the middle of, residential area pretty much, and very easy access.
It is.
Walt Disney World, it's a little bit further. So I think people would have to make sure that they plan ahead for that. But I do know that they've stopped doing it now. But I did know she was management that worked and organized a lot of the graduation nights at Walt Disney World. They were like open all night because I remember talking to her. She was like going to be up till like 2 or 3 in the morning with the event.
I have been to 3 grad nights at Disneyland. I went for my 6th grade, my 8th grade, and my 12th grade. So I'm very familiar with the grad nights.
So do they still do them at Disneyland then?
Oh yeah, they do.
They do. And is it open? Like, do they? How does it work?
It's open to the public, and all the schools are there, and they're there all day. It's not just a night thing that it used to be.
Oh, okay.
And a ticketed event. It's kind of open to everybody, and but I think they do start closing down Disneyland just for the grads, and then everybody can go over to DCA if they want.
Right. Oh gosh, I can't imagine. I think that it would just be amazing to experience that. Beth says that they stopped the 24-hour graduation nights at Walt Disney World. The behavior got out of hand. Yeah, I kind of believe that could probably get out of hand.
I've done 3 of the 24-hour parties at Disneyland, and the last one where they had to close the gates at 11 a.m. and people were out in the Esplanade, which is the big area in between the 2 parks, between Disneyland and California Adventure.
Right.
And people had been sitting there all day, and they did not reopen them until 2 a.m. And so that pretty much, that was the last 24-hour party that they did there.
Right. Yeah. That I would imagine that would be an awful lot of not only planning, but I don't know if cast members I would imagine they might switch out some of their shifts, because that would be a lot. That would be quite a toll on the cast members, really, but I still think what a fun night and a great clean graduation night, for these kids to be able to go to Disney, of course. And I just think that is also so wonderful to do the graduation pictures as well. It never even dawned on me to do that. We're in Florida enough to do that. And I'm thinking that we might try to do something like that. Our daughter just graduated from the University of Washington. And so even though the kids, they kind of, they sort of finished high school and went right into college. It was a little bit different because I homeschooled them to travel the way we did. So the university graduations, I think, we have to have a photo in Disney. Before I close here, Donna, can you give me maybe your 3 favorite locations for photos, such as those in Disneyland, if anybody is listening or wanting to know?
Well, we pretty much went. Sheridan and I, we go to Disneyland a lot. She's my Disneyland buddy, so we tried to pick, what she loved, and we love Jingles on the carousel, which is the lead horse, and the Mary Poppins horse.
Nice.
We love in front of Small World. It's just the most beautiful backdrop. I love it. Mm-hmm. Munsters Inc. was kind of fun. She did a couple fun little shots, and she wants to study animation, so we got a couple in front of the Animation Academy.
Nice.
That was pretty special.
Nice. Is she going into? I'll just ask you real quick. Is she going into that in September, or is she going to wait a little bit?
She's going to do junior college first, and then she's going to go to Cal State Northridge. Her older brother is studying film editing there, so she'll be going there. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
A lot of artists in the family.
Yes, I'm thinking. Yes, for anybody that doesn't know, Donna actually, her home is Haunted Mansion themed. Beth, you and Donna should get together. You're on opposite sides of the country, but Beth, her favorite is Haunted Mansion. And and for Beth, if you're still listening, Donna was in the Haunted Mansion documentary and has a really cool setup in her house. But when the program is finished here, Donna, if you could post some of the photos from your Club 33 visit, that would be terrific. I'd really enjoy that.
Oh, sure. I'd be happy to.
Yeah. And thank you so much for sharing with us tonight. That is just, it not only makes me a little hungry right now, but I really have to figure out how I can get in there before I'm 80 years old. Because that's how long it would probably take. I hope so. Anyways, thanks again, Donna. Listen, have a great evening, and we'll talk to you soon. Kim. Okay, bye for now.
Bye-bye.
I just wanted to say hello to Stephen and to my niece Tiana in Canada. She is actually due any day now with her little baby boy that is going to be coming around. And I'm very excited for her. I just wanted to say hello to you guys. Stephen is asking to send samples of leftovers. Yeah, my goodness. Stephen, I don't think there's going to be a lot of leftovers, to be honest with you, at that place. That's for sure. And I'll have to ask Stan. I will ask Donna if she could post some photos of her house, because she had, like, as I said, she was on the Haunted Mansion, in the Haunted Mansion documentary, and it was really, really cool. I didn't think that she had things permanently in her house, but her husband's office is permanently Haunted Mansion. She's got the Haunted Mansion wallpaper. Chris Hardwick, who anybody knows who Chris Hardwick is, Disney nerd, he and a celebrity and actor, blah blah blah. I think his whole bathroom is Haunted Mansion paper. So anyway, just kind of fun, to have that. I haven't gone quite down that road yet with things, but I did want to tell you, I'm really excited. So I'm getting a vehicle this weekend, and I will call it Cinderella Blue. But I actually did find a version of a personalized license plate of Disney that I'm going to get. So I'll tell you more about that once I get that license plate confirmed, but it's going to be really, really fun and really cute. Beth just said she will be doing a Haunted Mansion guest room next year. Oh, that's so cool. But Beth, you know what? Your guests might not want to sleep in the guest room if you've got the wallpaper with the eyes in all over your wall. I just thought about that, but I would love to see it sometime myself. Anyways, I'm going to Oh, Beth has one other comment. For Mother's Day, my son gave me all of the family bus from the Haunted Mansion Interactive queue line. I have so many Haunted Mansion things. The guest room is going to be rocking. Oh, Beth, I bet it is. Beth is probably the number one of Walt Disney World's number one fan. She's there all the time, and she streams live a lot of things that helps me in when I miss the park. And by the way, Beth, I saw the rainy day parade that you had live streamed the other day, and I thought that was really cool because we had been talking about I think that was with you. Yeah, we were talking about parades and stuff like that. And Gina's asking if there's anything Donald Duck related. Well, I'm going to have Donald Duck blue for my vehicle, but I guess I'll have to see if I can get something Donald Duck in there, of course, because Donald Duck is my guy. But Beth, thanks again for shooting that rainy day parade. It was really, really cute. Actually, I really enjoyed it. So now I might be wishing for rain in Walt Disney World just to see the rainy day parade. At any rate, guys, thanks so much again for joining me tonight. I really enjoyed you joining me this afternoon, wherever you are. And I want you to have a great week, you guys, and be safe. And we will see you next week on our, is it what, the 27th podcast? I can't believe it. I'm going to get to 30 before I take my summer break. So 27th podcast next week. Take care, you guys, and be safe. Bye for now.